Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk Leeds. First of all, just want to apologise. I haven't uploaded in a few days. Had a bit of a prang in my car and my neck and my back, not in a good way. And I've been up to my eyeballs in diazepam, so haven't felt like uploading a video. But anyway, moving on. It looks like the transfer wheels are starting to turn. It's been a long time coming, and I feel like we've gone through precious time and wasted a lot of time. The season kicks off in God, how many days? Under 20 now, is it? Or about 20 days, 21 days. The transfer window shuts in 45 days or something. So yeah, we've burnt for a lot of precious time, but let's hope we can make it up. I feel like as soon as the takeover is done, which we've sort of heard this morning that it's imminent. So hopefully, I don't know. Guess everything's a timeline, isn't it? Hopefully by the end of this week it's done, and then I think the transfers will start. Will start falling. I just hope that Leeds have like 3 or 4, or 5 deals lined up, and as soon as the transfers given the green light, it'll just be bish bash bosh, get them done. But yeah, the main one this morning, which I'm very excited about, is Ethan Ampadu. Obviously, plays for Chelsea. Had numerous loan spells at Venezia, Spezia, Calcio, Sheffield United. He's played 44 games for Wales. That includes at a World Cup and at Euros. For a 22-year-old, he's quite experienced, and he can play centre back. But more importantly, and what the role I think he'll play for us will be CDM, sort of the 6th role in a double pivot. Hopefully with Darko JB. I mean, Ampadu and JB in a double pivot would I'm all about that. I think that would be fantastic. Numerous news outlets reporting this morning that Leeds are close to agreeing a £12 million deal with Chelsea. It's a good fee. And if I'm being honest, it's one that I didn't think we'd be capable of doing that. I thought that Ampadu would look for a move to the lower end of the Premier League. So if we can get that over the line, that would be a terrific signing. Like that's a top tier signing. We know Daniel Farker likes to get a sort of not marquee sign, but he likes to choose his own CDM. He'd done the same at Norwich. And whether we keep Tyler Adams or not, if we can go into next season with Ampadu and Darko JB in the double pivot, like I said, I think that would be terrific. Even if we could sign Ampadu for 12 million and sell Tyler Adams for 15, 20, I think that would be a terrific bit of business, personally. And it goes back to what I was saying. Like, if you do sell Tyler Adams, there's plenty of people in his position that you can replace him with at championship level. And in my opinion, Ampadu's much better on the ball than Tyler Adams. I think Tyler Adams is more suited when you're up against it. You haven't got as much possession, and you need someone to break up the play and stuff. Whereas Ampadu is a bit more gets the ball, sprays it out to the left, sprays it out to the right, still breaks up the play brilliantly. He's tall, he's good in the air. I think he's 6'1". He's good in the air, and I think Ampadu would be a terrific signing. And it's not like we just heard a rumor about it and then that's sort of it. Like, all the big news outlets are, the Athletic, they're all reporting that Leeds have made a £12 million bid. So that's really good news, and I'm hoping it's the start of many signings to come, because like I said, the clock is very much against us. That being said, we can make up for it as long as we've got 3 or 4 signings lined up and we get them in quick. Then we'll make up for the time that we've lost. Also, other players linked with Leeds, Emmanuel Dennis. A lot of people say it's rubbish because it come from Transfer Insider or wherever the article is. But I speak to a lad on Twitter, and Jamie Martin, and he works for the all the Nottingham newspapers, a couple of them, I believe, and he covers Nottingham Forest. He's at all the games and he's around the place. He's only a young lad, but I know that he is in the know. And I had a little chat with him last night, and he said that nothing's been no bids have been made, but he says that Leeds are definitely interested in Dennis, and Nottingham Forest definitely want to sell Dennis, and he believes that Dennis would be interested in the move. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, Joe reported on it as well last night, and so that led me to have a little conversation with Jamie Martin, and he says that it's nothing. It's nothing beyond the sort of interest stage, but all parties are interested in that move happening. So we'll see. Would I be happy with Dennis? I think he's a decent player. I don't think he's our answer to number 9. I'd be more interested in having him if he's playing left wing or right wing, rather than a number 9. He had a good season in the Prem, 10 goals, 6 assists. But Patrick Bamford had a good season in the Prem, scoring 17 goals and 2-3 assists. So, I'm not reading too much into that. It shows that he can do it. And I remember at one point he was a real sought-after player. So I'd be happy with Dennis, but he's not my answer to a number 9. And I don't think, I think he would contribute, but, I'd like to see us sign him along with somebody else. Another player we're interested in is Glenn Kamara of Rangers. Finland international, played over 50 times for Finland. So, he's a centre midfielder. He's played 118 games for Rangers since 2019. Experience, whether we'd get Ampadu and Kamara, I'm not sure, or will it be one or the other? Personally, I hope we just get Ampadu, and if we could sign Kamara as well, that'd be brilliant. But, we have got Darko JB, and as it stands, we have got Tyler Adams, and so we'll see with what happens with that one. The rumours for that one are not as concrete, not as strong as Ampadu. Like literally, Ampadu looks like the wheels are in motion. It could be done by the end of the week, sort of thing. So 3 bits of incoming news there. One looks like it's on the verge of happening, and the other 2 are just sort of in the pipeline. But there is definite interest in Dennis. So we'll watch the space and see what happens. In other news, obviously we've rejected the bid that Everton placed for Nonto, 15 million. And the good thing is, Phil Hay was reporting this morning that there is no relegation release clause in Nonto's contract. Nothing. So we don't need to accept 15 million. We can hold on. You see, Bristol City rejected £20 million this morning or last night from Wolves for Alex Scott. Right? If they're rejecting 20 million for Alex Scott, we should be rejecting 30 million for Nonto. Nonto has done it in the Premier League. He's done it on international level. Small sample size, granted, so a bit of context. And Alex Scott is a terrific player. But what I'm saying is, if Bristol City can reject 20 million for Alex Scott, we should be rejecting the same for Nonto. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to compare the two, but yeah, if by the looks of it, we'd like to hold on to Nonto. So let's say, right, we're going to keep this man unless you give us 35 million. Why not? Why not put our foot down for a change? We never seem to do that. We always seem to roll over and get our bellies tickled. So let's hold firm and get a real decent fee for Nonto if we're going to sell him. Personally, I'd like to keep him. If we kept him and kept Sinistera, we'd be promoted by Christmas. Obviously not, but do you know what I mean? Them 2 would cook in the championship, or either just one of them would cook in the championship. So yeah, a bit of transfer news for you guys. Most of you have probably already seen it, but just thought I'll give my opinion on it. Let's hope we can get Ethan Ampadu over the line. That would be an absolute terrific signing. And, I'd be delighted. I'd be absolutely delighted with that. Wales international, played 44 times for his country. Got a good amount of experience for a 22-year-old. And, let's get that one done, please, Leeds. That would be nice. And hopefully by the end of the week, the takeover's sorted and we can start seeing some incomings. Also, Rocker's left on loan to Betis. That's been confirmed. Don't care. The only thing that annoys me is we paid over £100 million for these people. Aronson, Rodrigo, Koch, Llorente, Rocco paid over 100 million. I think about 110 million, and we've recouped 3 million. So absolutely horrendous bit of business by Victor Orta and co. But, those days are gone now, and we're going to suffer a bit of a hangover from them. But as Daniel Farker said, we just need to ensure this never happens again, and I'm sure it won't. But yes, guys, have a good afternoon, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already.